Smile for the cameras. This is the kind of magazine that you can put in a doctor's office. This is what we want. We're working very hard to put as much science in this magazine as possible, information for you guys, but not only information for you all, but also information you can share with people, something you can put in people's hands. The difference is between this and a lot of magazines you see out there, this one's free. And we're going to keep it free as long as we possibly can. Here, anybody want a copy? Come here. Over here. Folks, share them with patients, please. People who are sick need this magazine. Whoa, 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 sorry. We'll get it to you. Thank you.
Well, they already got one.
There's more over there. But don't go there yet. I was recently on another program. It's called Time for Hemp. It's put out by American. It's out on American Freedom Radio, and great thing is the guy who does that program is a guy by the name of Casper Leach, and I'm hoping that we're going to be working a lot together. But understand that Governor Gary Johnson's going to be on Time for Hemp here in another a couple of weeks probably, so y'all need to watch and listen for that. Great program. What I'm getting at is when I talk about this stuff is these are tools. These are ways in which we reach people, because these events are great for us. This is a great opportunity for us to come together and have fun, learn some information, share some information, but we got to do something with it too. If you want to stop people from being arrested, if you want to stop seeing people who are sick, people who are chronically and terminally ill, spending time in jail, and I guarantee you, they are still arresting people. There are still very seriously ill people, like one gentleman who you can hear a little more about it if you want to go up there to the Sensible tent. A gentleman from out in the middle of Missouri here, terminal lymphoma. And he ended up spending 6 months in a state prison. That's like a death sentence, folks. When he got out, he's like on 10 years probation. No access to his medicine. I understand that he spent half his time locked up without even pharmaceutical meds. There's ungodly, terrible things being done to our people, folks. You don't hear about it because, as I said, when people are chronically and terminally ill, they lose their voice. You don't hear about it. Well, we want you to hear the stories. Not only do we want you to hear the stories, we want the rest of the world to hear the stories. That's what we can do with the magazine. That's what we can do with the Cannabis Patient Network interviews. That's what we can do with Sensible Missouri. Sensible Missouri can give us we can create a bargaining unit that we can go to our state legislators. They might not listen to me. They might not listen to 3 or 5 of us, but when we pack that courthouse with thousands of people, I guarantee you they're going to listen to us. That's what it's about. Yeah. What I want to see with each and every one of you is I want you guys to have the tools to change law in this nation. This isn't just about legalizing cannabis. This is about basic civil rights. Your body belongs to you. You have the right to put in it whatever you choose. But when you've got something that is wholesome, something that is holistic, something that will not kill you, but will prevent disease, they'll make you healthier, they'll make you smarter, you have the right to have access to that substance. And that substance is cannabis. There is nothing else on this planet like it. I talked a little fast there. I guess the one thing that I would like to say, I called for some patients. I was hoping that I could get some patients to join me up here. Brian, can you hear me? I have a guy here with me I want you all to meet. I hope that he's within the hearing of my voice. His name is Brian Chitwood. Brian is currently battling terminal melanoma. He traveled halfway across this state so he could be here with you all, so that you all could see him. He's gone through a heck of a lot. Cannabis is his primary medicine now, folks. So he's kind of like putting it all down, you know, because conventional medicine has told him you're not going to make it. But you know, if you look at him, he doesn't look sick. I've been with a lot of people who have terminal illness. They don't look so good. The drugs that they use to treat terminal illness, if they don't heal you, they'll kill you. Chances are they're going to kill you. Who else do I have? Nobody else.
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
Is this in Missouri, or is this situation in Missouri?
Sensible Missouri is a Missouri organization.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This individual that
Yes, ma'am. Brian Chitwood, he's from the rural part of Missouri, southern Missouri. And you guys, if any of you like to meet him, he's been hanging out at our tent up there. I don't see anybody sees me. Can you see him? Greg, come here. Greg, I want you in here. Come here, Greg. Grab Brian. Brian, come here. Greg, come here. Grab anybody else up there as a patient. Bring them down here. I want you all to see their faces. I want you to talk to them. Whenever you hear somebody say cannabis is not medicine, tell them. Bullshit. I'm sorry. It's true. I know because I'm around them all the time. I want you to be around them too. I want you to meet them. When you young people with your moms, your dads, they said they treat you like you don't know, or like you don't know anything because you use cannabis. You tell them that you know some people who are older than them, who can tell them that cannabis is medicine, cannabis is good for you, cannabis will not harm.
Mark.
There you go. Here's one.
Hello, everybody.
This is Brian
Cannabis can bring you back to life. The medicine that doctors give you for cancer will kill you. The doctors that I'm working with now at St. Louis University are amazed at what cannabis has done for my tumors. It hasn't killed it completely, but I am on the right road.
This is Greg.
Hello, everybody. My name is Greg Terry. I have Crohn's disease. In 1974, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease at the age of 17. They expected me to die. Well, guess what? I'm still here 35 years later. And the only thing I've used is cannabis. They have forced their drugs on me, but cannabis is the only substance out there that has kept me alive. It takes away all my pain. It helps me gain my weight. It helps me maintain my weight. I'm totally off their drugs. Their drugs are horrible. Cannabis will save lives.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody just believe.
We need you.
We have the science. If people tell you we don't have the science, that there needs to be more testing, what was that word I used? Bullshit. The science is there, folks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have to use that word, but I can't find another word for it. But it's true. The science is there. I work with an organization. I'm on the advisory board for Patients Out of Time. And like I said, they hold conferences all over the country. I'm trying to get a conference here in Missouri. I told them, I said, we don't need to have conferences in Rhode Island. Like when I was in Rhode Island this past year up there with them. I said, we don't need them in legal states. We need the conferences down here in states like Missouri. Because these people down here, they need to hear about the science. They need to understand that this is where science is heading. Science is going back to plant-based medicines. Cannabis is the focal part in it. Last year in, I believe it was St. Charles, Illinois, they had a cannabinoid symposium. If you didn't hear about it, the primary reason was because it was the pharmaceutical companies that were running it. In 2003, our U.S. government took out a patent on cannabinoids found in cannabis. Now, why did they do that? Well, at the same time, they were arresting people for using cannabis as medicine. There is one reason. It's because, unfortunately, our government revolves around big business. And big business, they're handing our medicine, which was free 70, 80 years ago, they're handing it over to the pharmaceutical companies so they can make a profit on our illness, as they have been since making cannabis illegal. We have to take it back. There's only one way that we can take it back, and that's when each and every one of you get on your feet and tell your representatives, you tell your senators, you tell the people at large, your neighbors, your doctors, everyone around you, This is medicine, folks. We have the proof. We will share it with you if you will listen. If you don't listen, we'll share it with you anyway. But you got to do that. We'll give you the tools, folks. Let's change law in this state. Let's change law in this nation. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you guys get some music back here pretty quick or whatever. I'm going to bail. If you have an illness and you're willing to talk to me, my tent's right up in that corner right over there. I want to hear from you. If you want some more information about Sensible Missouri and how you can actively be a part, head right over here is the Sensible Missouri tent. It's right next to Governor Gary Johnson's tent and Casey Normal. I look forward to seeing you all. Run me down, catch me, talk to me. I want to hear from you. Thank you, everybody.
Love you, Mark. Let's give a big round of applause for Mark Pederson, everybody. All right, making the journey.